it's more good evening now that I think about it. But yeah, I hope you're doing okay. I really have the sun right in my eyes. I was like, maybe it's a good idea, like the sun will have a good lighting, but now that I think about it, it's just like killing my eyes. Jesus Christ, and it's not getting down. Like the sun really wants to hit us today. Anyway, today what we're going to be doing is organizing my books. Look what I received. My 15, I still don't know how it's called. So the books that I have to take out are all of those, all this shelf that I really want to clean out, and all of those books here. So I'm gonna take all of them here on my desk and pile them and everything, but I need to reorganize everything. Basically what I want is, I do not want my Harry Potter books near my bed anymore, but I also want this shelf to look good and the shelf back there to look good. I don't think I'm going to do the rainbow thing, like organizing your books in rainbow, but I'll see what I do. Okay, so the entire shelf is empty. Same thing here, no more books. They're still a mess, but no more books. The idea is, here I'd like to put the books that I liked but were not my favorite books. Same thing for here. Books that I liked but are not my favorite books. Here, the Grishaverse and the Folk of the Air books, because those are my favorite. So the idea would be, most of the time I read fantasy books, and the rest of the time I really read stuff like that talk about social struggles and social inequalities and stuff. So I'd like to have like a sort of visual organization of what books should be placed next to each other. And also I want to try to put together the books that I don't want anymore and I know I'm going to sell, because I don't have a lot of space. And I'm a traveler, so I don't want to keep books that I might never read. I want to keep the books that I really like or that gives the vibe to my room. So we need to pick. I have to get rid of all the books that I will never read, or that I thought would be interesting to read but I don't have the energy to read it. I cannot just force myself to read stuff that I will never read. So let's start. This one is definitely staying. What a question. We're talking about Six of Crows. Same thing with all the... This one had a really rough life. It traveled a lot. King of Scars, then the Shadow and Bone. They both die at the end. I really like this book. This is happening in something that looks like more like a real world, even though it do not happen in our world, because there are some differences, but you know, you can like relate to this universe a little bit more. Percy Jackson, same, is going to be like in the books that I really like but that are more fantasy. This one was supposed to be for a class that I ended up dropping, but I really want to read it. It was for Afro-American studies. I think I need to read this to educate myself and to discover subjects that I might not be familiar with because I do not live them, or my ancestors never lived them. I think it's important for me to keep this book and actually read it. Then we have this one. I didn't know when I bought it, but it, you know, it's the Twilight series, but one character, and I like the fact that the book is really small. I read it really fast. And it kind of had the smell of when I was reading the books at the time. Those books are terrible. Let's be honest, the Twilight series are terrible. But this one was pretty nice, honestly. Like, I don't know when it was written, but I really liked it. It was a sort of short story. It was enough. And I kind of like the vibe of the book. Like, the entire black thing with some red here and there. I might keep it for the vibe, because I don't think I will reread it. I should read more. I see all the books that I have, and I should definitely read more. Thing is, it's written by men, and no offense, but I'm always scared to read books that are written by men, because I'm like, am I going to be described as an object, or am I going to be described as a human being? That's always the question. Look at how beautiful this is. So this is a French author, so of course it's in French. And it's the same author and it's horror. So I'm like, maybe that's the time. I know we're in December and everything, it's Christmas, but I always miss Halloween and stuff. So maybe for some horror, I might read it. Horror books, yes. Those are poems from Central Washington University from students, I think. I love poetry. I'm really bad at it, but I love it. I want to read poetry more often. This is a class book for like theater and stuff. It was really funny. So basically in French, you and roof, like the roof of the house, are pronounced the same thing. And basically there was this entire thing about like, you, roof, you, roof? Well, it doesn't make sense in English, but it was like really silly and it was really funny. I feel like I will never read it, so I'd better give it away. Give some space for new books in my shelf. This is the favorite book of a friend of mine who gave it to me, and I'm definitely keeping it. I annotated it. I started to read it and I was like, But once you're in the middle of it, you can't stop. Like, it was really good, and I think I finished it so fast. I never finished a book that fast. It's not what I usually read, But it was a really good book still. Then we have my acting books that I still need and that I still want to read and everything. So these are staying. Then there's this book that I bought a long time ago. I'm scared that I will never read it, and I don't know if it's good. Is it good? Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments if there's any book that you read and that you liked and that I should keep or not. And it's written in a way inside that it's like tiny letters and it's like close to one another, and I'm kind of a child. The only book that I accept this writing is Six of Crows, really. The rest, it has to be big. So then we have these books, like The Lord of the Ring and everything. Again, I kind of want to read them, but I feel like representation in those books are really bad. And that's what I look for now in literature. So I'm like, do I keep them? Do I sell them? Do I give it to my brother? I don't know. Then there's this one that I really want to read because it's about Sherlock. So yeah, I really have to read this one. Then there's this one that I read and that I really liked, and I'm thinking of giving it to my friend because this book, she might like it. I don't feel like I'm gonna reread it again because it was really tough. It treats of subjects that are really, really tough. Like, if you want to read this, be ready. Then we have this one. My grandfather gave it to me. I want to because my grandpa gave it to me. Like, it's so difficult to read stuff that people push you to read, and I don't want to feel pressured by reading because if I do, I will never read. The reason why I read and everything and watch movies is also because I want to support authors who represent well people, and I want to put my time in books that represent well people so that we can build a better cinema industry later by putting those books in movies. Okay, I still have a lot of books in the back that I still need to organize, and it might take a lot of time, so we can go to the part where we actually make the shelves pretty, which is the best part, let's be honest. Okay, so I placed most of my books where they belong. In my shelf, it's still a mess. I think I have to empty it even more, but at least we have an idea of like what's to take out and everything. I have this that I finished and I'm really proud of. I think it's really cute. I added a little string of leaves right there. And for right here, I just put back the books that I told you I would put back. What I want to do is take some leaves and put them in the back corner. I think it's necessary so that I can have a peaceful space at least back there, because I'm really proud of what I did for here. So I want here to feel peaceful. I have some scotch. I have the leaves. Let's try to recreate this picture from Pinterest. Come on, you bitch. Good. It's not working as I want it to work somehow. I know what's missing, and it's in here. I got it, guys. This is what is missing. This, oh my god. This is what is missing. This was needed. I was wanting to put this down for a long time and I just forgot about it, and that's a crime. That is literally a crime. I should be imprisoned right now. Let's put this guy on the wall. Where's my, oh crap. I don't think I have any more like, you know, to put the posters on the walls. How can I do this? How can I do this? How can I do this? Scotch! No. Okay, let me put that down and then I'll go back with you guys. Let's put that shit down. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Let me just look at it from afar. Oh my god. Yes. Then I can continue with the green leaves and everything. Okay, let's go. Come on. Okay, good. Yes, my legs are spread like this. It's so weird, but actually everything's normal. How does it look? It looks nice. That looks pretty. Anyway, let's go. Yes. Ouch. Let me think. I would add 2 more and I think we're good. I keep losing the scotch. How many times am I going to lose this tape? I hate it. How does it look? I feel like it looks good, right? I don't know how many I have left. The rest will probably be for my desk. I like it so far. I'm done with this. I think it looks good. It looks kind of cute. I'll just continue tomorrow because tonight I also have to go to the movie because I'm going to watch the new Hunger Game movie. We'll see how it goes. I can't wait because I'm going with a friend that I love and it's gonna be so fun, and she's ready to do like the TikTok thing where girls are getting out of the theater and being like those kind of TikToks. We want to do this. It's gonna be fun. I think it looks cool. What do you think? I think it looks cool. Okay, I think I just got an idea for my books. Basically, there are a lot of books that I haven't read and I don't know if I'm gonna read them. My brother, yes, we're going at this again, but my brother has a shelf that he never uses, and at the bottom you can barely reach what's down there. So I'm just like, I think I'm gonna put everything that I don't want to see back there. We're here for a new day here. I finished basically everything that I had to do. Placing the leaves above my bed, placing my books in here, and placing my books up here. Even though it's still a mess back there, but we'll focus on this in another video. Right now there is all of this. There's all of this that I need to think about. A lot of books I know they're gonna stay, and a lot of books I hesitate. Every book that I hesitate, I'm gonna take them and place them in my brother's room. All of those that are hesitating are making me feel uncomfortable because I'm like, I should read them and I'm not reading them. I'm going to be honest with myself. I'm gonna put all the books that I know I want to read but not right now in the other room. Like this, I will feel less guilty to see all those books, and once I've read everything, at least I'll be able to be like, okay, let's pick in the other room. Especially because Christmas is coming and I know I'm gonna ask for books, so I'm like, ugh. Anyway. Whoops. There's this one that I really want to read, but I swear every time I see it, there are other books that I'm thinking of and I'm never reading it. So this one is to be read, but not right now. Okay, let's be honest, this one, I didn't really like it. There were a lot of issues. Like when you talk about subjects like domestic violence, you take the subject seriously. Basically, there's this sentence in the book, I don't remember what it was, but it was like, he loved you but not the right way. And the answer is no. He didn't love her. He was manipulating her. And I think when you treat subjects like this, it's really important to be careful about the words you use and everything, because when you think about it now, today, you know, now you see a lot of people on TikTok and everything who say that the character of Ryle should have a better ending, and I'm like, you sure about that? You're sure about that? I'm not sure about that. I know it's hard to write a book and everything, so it's difficult to judge, but at the same time, I don't think I really liked this book. Like, I kind of like Atlas, of course, but the entire thing around domestic violence, the way it was brought up, I think was not the most clever way you could bring it up. So I have some issues with this book. I'm gonna keep it on my shelf because I've read it, but I'm probably gonna give it away, or I don't know, definitely not keep it on a long-term thing. There's this one that I really want to read. Same, it's like, immediately I'm not thinking of reading it. Same thing for this. It's like Toni Morrison. It was like books that I had for my Afro-American literature class. I think that I'm not in the mood of reading stuff that might be very difficult to read and where I need to have my brain completely locked in, because this is also education and it's really important to like put the time and energy into it when you read it so that you get the information that are written inside of this and the experience that the person wrote inside, because that's education. That's really, really important. So I want to take those kind of readings seriously, and right now I'm kind of like slow on reading. It's difficult for me, so definitely keeping this in mind. I saw this video also on TikTok that was really interesting. It was talking about how Black authors most of the time, especially like before the 1928 public domain thing, were all about difficult experiences and stuff, where white authors were just like fun reads. And it kind of like made me realize a lot of stuff. Even though that's obvious when you hear it, like it makes a lot of sense, I think. Okay, so I finished it. Here we have all the like dark black vibes books, kind of. Then down there we have all the colorful books. Here we have like the poetry and Lore Olympus, and finally my Harry Potter books. Okay, I felt like I was missing something, so I added some leaves, which I think it's so much better. Okay, so I cleaned this part just a little bit, but I have to make it better. It will probably be a next video. But here are the books that I absolutely love. And here we have the books that I like, that are not my favorite books, but I really liked, and that are really pretty to be near my nightstand. It's just perfect. And to finish with, those are just like random books that I liked, or that I have a different vibe than those that I put near my nightstand. But still, it's like really pretty books that I want to put down. So here we go. Honestly, now that all of this is done, I feel so much better, because organized. It's pretty. The leaves gives such an amazing vibe. I feel like it's my little place. It's just beautiful. I love it. I think it's gonna be it for this video. I really loved decorating like this. I hope you liked it as much. The video for decorating my desk, I still don't know where it's coming because the thing is I still haven't ordered the thing I'm supposed to order to decorate my desk. I will try to order it as soon as possible, but I want to do it before the end of December so that I'm ready for the next year. I want to be ready for next year. So I think that will be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.